Hello, today we are going to talk about the law and the legal system. Law is the system of rules that are enforced through social institutions to govern behavior. It is a rule or order that is advisable or obligatory to observe. Generally, we can distinguish civil and criminal law.
Criminal law or penal law is the body of law that relates to crime. It regulates social conduct and prescribes whatever is threatening, harmful, or otherwise endangering to the property, health, safety, and moral welfare of people. The criminal law represents society's view of what is acceptable behavior and what is not. The police and some other agencies are responsible for apprehending those who break the criminal law. Society, in the form of the Crown Prosecution Service, brings them before a court. Punishment takes the form of imprisonment, a fine, community service, and others. Examples of criminal law may be theft, murder, piracy, war crimes, and others.
Civil law deals with disputes between private parties or negligent acts that cause harm to others. It's the law related to civil wrongs and quasi-contracts. The civil law regulates the relationship between people. Action is initiated by the aggrieved party, the claimant, formally and still in the USA, the plaintiff. There is no element of punishment and no involvement of either the police or the Crown Prosecution Service. If the plaintiff is successful, the court may order the defendant to pay compensation or to carry out certain actions or to refrain from carrying out certain actions. Examples of civil law may also be the breach of contract and defamation. The amount of evidence which a plaintiff or prosecuting attorney in a criminal case must present in a trial in order to win is called the standard of proof. Different cases require different standards of proof depending on what is at stake. To convince someone of a criminal offense, the prosecution must prove beyond reasonable doubt that the defendant is guilty. To obtain a judgment in a civil court, it is only necessary to establish the facts on the balance of probabilities.
In the England and Wales, the USA, and most countries in the British Commonwealth, law, both civil and criminal, is made in two ways: by Act of Parliament, known as statute law, or by the judgment of judges, known as common law. Despite the legislative process, an Act of Parliament may not be clear. In order to clarify the law, a judge has to decide what Parliament meant. This means waiting until a case comes to a court. The term case refers to decision made by judges in interpreting the meaning of Act of Parliament.
Violation of the law necessarily entails an appropriate punishment. Punishment is the imposition of a penalty or deprivation for wrongdoing. It's a penalty or sanction given for any crime or offense. The authority may be either a group or a single person, and punishment may be carried out formally under a system of law or informally in other kinds of social settings such as within a family. Punishment may take forms ranging from a capital punishment, solitary confinement and imprisonment for life to penalties and fines.
Thank you for your attention.